Welcome to Pearl Media. Let's talk about this for a second. A woman who spent 30 years as a flight attendant now saying she's in her selfish era. Ma'am, you've been living for yourself all along and now your daughter's the one paying the price. Let's get into it.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Have you been on here before?
I came on, but I was asked to get off the phone because I was at work. So I'm back.
All right. So you were asked to get off earlier today?
No, the last time I was on with you.
Oh, okay. So when is the time? Is it time to give up on the fantasy or the dream?
The dream to be married or what?
Yeah, the dream that's keeping the dream that's the reason you're single right now.
It's never time. I mean, we all have different times in life.
Really? How old
Yeah,
are you again?
30.
What age is the time to give up on the dream?
There's people getting married 60, 80.
No, I'm talking about you.
Me personally, I'm not going to give up because I don't think I'm really trying yet. So
What age do you think you're gonna start trying?
To be honest with you, I'm having my selfish year, so I'm gonna give myself probably like 1 to 2 years. Then I'll pursue a relationship or whatever I desire.
You have any kids?
Yes, I have a beautiful daughter. She's 6.
Why do you think it works like that?
Works like what?
You're already a single mother, which is no shot. My mom was a single mother, but talk about your selfish years when you got a kid.
Yeah,
Why do
one,
you, my question is, you said that, I said, is it time to give up on a dream? You said never give up on a dream. That people get married in their 60s and 80s, which is always this fanciful shit like that.
no,
So if your daughter, so listen.
we
So
all have.
listen, no. If your daughter didn't study, didn't do her homework, and said, well, mom, people pass tests all the time, you'd say, all right, daughter, just live life like that.
I'm not understanding. Did you ask me a question or?
Yeah, would you allow, why are you, when are you going to grow up and become a serious woman?
I feel like I'm being serious. I'm taking my life seriously.
But you said you're in your selfish years.
Yeah, I think we
It's
all have.
your daughter.
When you're in a relationship, you really can't be selfish because you are constantly having to think about your partner. So at this current moment in my life, and I want to be selfish. I want to worry about me and not have to think about making somebody else happy. You know what I'm
And why
saying?
make a baby?
Why did I make a baby? One, I was young. Two,
You were 20, you were 24,
yeah.
weren't you?
So
You weren't young.
I mean, technically,
Young
I
is
think
14, ma'am. Young is 14.
I was engaged. So that was my main reason to do
It
it.
doesn't count for marriage. So don't get combative. Don't get fussy, because you say you want to be selfish, and I'm just sitting here listening. I'm like, you're a mother.
Yeah, selfish for my daughter.
No,
Reason
you
two.
haven't said for your daughter. You
For the
said
both.
no, you don't, man. Man, I hear very well. I hear very well. And you only brought your daughter up when I called it out.
It's for both of us.
Of course it is. So how's doing dicks gonna help your daughter?
Doing dicks. Who said who's doing dicks?
Being
Who you,
selfish,
who
doing
you,
your
who,
own life. I mean,
that that's
what are you doing
that
in your single years? What are you doing in your single years is going to help you become a wife?
work on myself. Work on what my priorities, my goals, my
My,
whatever.
my, 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 my. Johnny Gill ass. My, me. Who listen to this selfishness? A
Yeah, I'm not.
wife?
I'm proud. I'm proud. If you want to say I'm being selfish, okay, I'm finally being selfish. I was.
Good. Die alone. You can be proud and die alone. That's cool, man. We're fine.
Oh, no,
Honestly.
not.
I'm more happy. I'm more happy with women like you who are loud, proud, so we can identify you, so guys can just learn to just say, congratulate you, live in your truth and your power.
I will not die. I will guarantee you that.
Of course not. Of course not. You're all gonna get married to high value men and have solid gold children and travel and drive Mercedes and have personal chefs and all this other stuff. Of course, it's all gonna happen. That's what you've been told. That's why, and I'll be honest, that's why at 30 years old, you have such a defiant attitude. Your attitude's kind of trash regarding relationships.
Okay.
Relationships, man. Relationships. I didn't say period. It's just kind of trash regarding relationships. Because apparently to you, relationships hinder you from being selfish. But let me got news for you. An average man provides a woman options. A man of value provides a woman freedom. You can't be selfish as a single mama. You got to do what you got to do.
Okay. That's a fact.
I know. So why you'd rather be? We have deified being a single mother when that shit is hard.
That's exactly why I have to be selfish, because I don't have time to have that.
You don't have to. Being selfish doesn't get you a man. Doesn't get you a husband.
I'm looking for a man right now. I think I'm content with.
I want you to understand. See, this is what I mean. So you are prepared. Well, that's fine. That's why I'm glad you do these things, because they think it's a game.
Here, what's your,
Did you go to college? Did you go to college?
Yes, I actually went to.
You're breaking. What's your degree in?
I didn't graduate college.
Oh, okay. What was your profession?
I was in school for nursing.
What is your profession?
I'm in the airline industry.
So you're a flight attendant?
Yes. And next.
You're a sky waitress. Shout out to the sky waitresses. Not really not a good profession for a single mother. But see, I want you guys to understand that she fits in that kind of creative area, and you find a lot of women who are hairstylists and flight attendants because they can fly places, but you say you're gonna do it for 2 more years and then you're gonna decide to find a husband or decide to be in a relationship. Do you want any more kids one day?
Oh yeah, I definitely want.
How many more?
Probably like two more.
I'm assuming you want to have kids in the context of a marriage, or do you care?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to wait for. So,
okay. So when you're married and pregnant with the next child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
No.
Okay. Then after you have your 2 other kids and your 1 kid, what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for an entire lifetime? I mean, if you don't provide it's not there.
I feel like it would be like old style parenting, like, so maybe like the groceries, or it's like stuff like
So
that.
in other words, less than 10%.
Correct.
Less than 5% if you're groceries. Because groceries is, so you really don't want to have, I'm not judging, man, but groceries for you don't really want to have to provide any real money. That's fine, 5-10%.
Oh, I saw my parents do it. The man took care of mostly everything, whatever. Even though she made a decent amount of money, she made over 6 figures. All she did was
Your mother married to your father?
Yes.
Are they still married?
Yes.
Okay, you're not your mom. You're
Okay.
an independent modern woman, and you want to be a housewife.
Yes.
Ain't gonna happen. Because the kind of men that make the kind of money to be able to afford 3 kids and a lifestyle, $200,000 ain't gonna put up with this attitude. I don't care how good you think. I'm not gonna put up with a modern woman. It's just not going to put up. What I'm saying is the kind of men that can afford a family of 3 in a upper middle class lifestyle aren't putting up with modern woman. They want traditional feminine women who are they're not selfish. They are selfless. They put themselves last.
But I
They
feel
put
like that
their man first and their family second.
that was me for about 8 years.
It doesn't
So
matter. And they want a woman that's like that in all things at all times. They don't want a woman who goes through the selfish phase. Matter of fact, when they find a woman who are like you, they say she's a chameleon and they'll hit the skins and they'll leave. They don't marry her. They run a background check. And as soon as they find an independent streak, you're not in the wife category. We're talking about men who you're talking about you don't want to have to pay for groceries. So a man's going to have to make well over 6 figures to have $1.5 million in kids. And you can have, I mean, you got this little smirk like, it's not a game. I'm doing this so other women can hear. I'm doing this so other women can hear how crazy this sounds.
I'm listening.
No, there's nothing else to be said. You've said plenty enough. You and your selfish phase. And there's nothing out there that you're doing that's going to be of value to a husband.
I think it is. Me being selfish will prepare me in order when that right man, I will be in the right space in order to give him like 100% me. At this moment, I cannot give no man not even 50% of me right now because I'm not even thinking about a man. You know what I'm saying? So in all honesty, when it comes down to like, let's say if a year or 2 years from now, when I'm in the right state of mind in order to, be able to have a relationship with no walls and whatnot, then I'll be able to give myself like that,
Okay, so let me ask you two questions. If a man who can meet your standards,
Uh-huh.
he can meet a whole lot of other women's standards.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Why would he pick you, a woman who has to go on this selfish journey and all sorts of stuff? Why would he not pick a woman who's already in her feminine and not wavering, did not have to go through anything? She's just ready to go.
Okay, he can pick the other.
Hold on, listen, and no child.
Badly, he can pick the.
Listen, I think you need to understand the kind of men you're looking for are very rare. Women aren't rare. Cute isn't rare. What you have to offer the market, which is men, is in abundance. So the person who is rare has to pick. He can only pick one wife. Why would he pick a wife that was in this position when he can pick a woman who just has her mind right from the jump?
Okay, so when I'm thinking about my future husband, I'm thinking he's destined for me. So I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not thinking, oh,
Where'd
he.
you get that belief at? Where'd you get that belief from?
Where did I get that belief? I believe in what is it? Law of attraction. I don't know. I just believe that my husband is my husband, right? So if I have that mentality, I'm okay. This man is gonna be my husband. This man is gonna be my husband. No, my husband will find me.
So
If
how
I'm
many
not,
men are destined for you?
how many men? I've been in one serious relationship, so
Well,
I don't know.
I'm just asking because you mentioned destiny. So, is there only one man that's destined for you?
Honestly, yeah,
Okay. Then, if that's the case, why do you have another man's child?
because at one point in time, that one man was
No, 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 no. Think about what you just said. If you're his, then you should. If he's yours, then you should be his. And if that's the case, you shouldn't have another man's child. That
yeah. So
Excuse me.
I
Just think about the logic. Just think. Don't get defensive. Just think about the logic. If you guys are destined to be with one another, that means you should be only for him. That means your womb should only be for him.
That's correct, and that was my mistake for having. I can't say my. He's my.
Or there is no such thing as somebody that's destined to be with you. It's a choice.
It
That
is.
is Disney fantasy that's been marketed to the women in the West to sell you Valentine's Day cards and engagement rings. This is a new creation. And my question to you is if your mother and father were married and they're still married, did they not model what a healthy functioning marital relationship was to look like?
I mean, I don't think that marriage is perfect, but they did definitely model what marriage is, you know.
So do you want to have what they had?
I would say, yeah.
So okay, so if you were to look in the public, what would be your relationship ideal role model, your relationship ideal model? What
Um,
couple do you say that's who you want it to be like?
Honestly, I would say a man like Russell Wilson. So, you know, but
And if I asked you and I asked you, is your black femininity ideal? Who is that public figure?
who's my ideal public figure? I honestly would say Beyonce.
Femininity.
Femininity.
Beyonce? Makes
I'm a
sense. Makes sense. It makes sense because the only way your world will work is if you're Sierra and you wanted Russell Wilson. The thing is, I, this has been invaluable because there's so many women like you who just think, well, how can I say this? You can believe what you want, you can live in your truth, but here's the thing. The likelihood of you getting Sierra's prayer, you have a better chance of hitting the lottery, especially for a provider male. And the man that would be better suited for you, he's probably better off without you. And I mean this way because you're selfish. A
okay.
wife doesn't have a selfish streak. Are you an only child?
No.
Okay. So, and I don't mean any insult by this, but seriously, have you ever had any therapy?
No.
Have you ever considered it?
Oh yeah, I think I have just recently. Just recent
I
within
think
like
you should look into it. I think you should look into it because what you're saying, ma'am, may feel like it's protecting you, but it's very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. Life is about people. And I know you're on Instagram, you got to protect your ego and say certain things because you want to maintain status, but it's not helping you. You can't live this way. Not especially get the outcomes you're talking about, because there's not one person that's destined for you. You choose somebody. Life ain't about love. Marriage ain't about love. It's about an agreement. And
so
my question is, do you have what it takes to go 30? Do you have what it takes to go 40 years with somebody?
yeah, if I'm married, yeah, of course, you know. But if I'm not, you know, just like my last situation, I, you know, 8 years down the road for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
But you could have married that person.
I don't have time
You
to.
could have married that person.
No, some men are selfish. So,
But you're a selfish woman. That would have been perfect.
um, I plead the fifth on this one.
Right. Don't blame it on the men. You picked him. We are what we attract. So last questions. Last questions. All right, because let's just say your right person doesn't show up for whatever reason. What does life look like at 55 years old socially for you if you're unmarried?
If I'm unmarried, I hope to have friends who are also and just live life, enjoy life for what it is.
Okay. What state do you live in?
Washington D.C.
Okay. Uh, will you have your $2.2 million you'll need to retire on at age 65 to live from 65 to 85 as a flight attendant?
I'm hoping to do more than that, but yeah.
Okay. How are you hoping to do that on a flight attendant salary?
I don't plan to just stay here, so I have my own plans and agenda. So,
What profession
and
do you plan on? What profession do you plan on pursuing that's going to give you that kind of income and investment and savings?
that's my personal.
No, ma'am. You can just tell us. You can just. You don't have to give us the exact plan. Just ask
I,
the profession.
honesty, a real estate plan.
A
So,
real.
yes. So, I mean, it's not just me, but yeah, you can laugh all you want, but that's
Damn it! Oh, God damn it! Can't make this shit up.
Okay.
God
Next.
damn it. I'm laughing, man, because I did. Have you watched this since the
And
beginning?
it's
Have
funny
you
how
watched this since the beginning? Ma'am,
both.
stop. Have you been watching this since the beginning?
I can say here and there.
Oh, God damn it. This is why your godfather undefeated. I told you, the realtor. Here she is. Extrovert, attention seeking,
I don't see what's so.
pretty, hopeful, optimistic,
I really don't see
always
this.
about how value man. You, oh God, God damn it, God damn it, God.
I'm missing the joke, so please fill me in.
You watch the replay. Watch the replay.
I'm
I've talked about the 7 or 8 archetypes of women, and today we're talking about the realtor. And I went down and said who the realtor is, how she thinks, how she moves, and man, you nailed it to a T. You nailed it to a goddamn T. And I see you every day.
Oh, you're funny.
No, you're common. This is a common mindset, and I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to let you know that you have a choice at 30 years old. But if you don't get some help to get out of whatever's in your mind that's making you on this selfish thing, because whatever it is, it's some fear, scarcity, and like some hurt, some something's there. Because this is the normal for a female to be so, and you can't fix it yourself. So have a good day, though.
You
I
too.
think
See, here's the thing. This is what happens when people hit that me first phase too late in life. 30 years flying around the world, living that flight attendant lifestyle. Now she's older, talking about, I need to focus on myself. Ma'am, you've been focusing on yourself your entire life. You had your time to build a family structure, to guide your daughter, but instead you chased the lifestyle, the freedom, the fun. And now when your daughter needs direction, you're saying, I'm doing me. That's not empowerment, that's delayed accountability. At some point, you've got to realize that being a mother doesn't come with an off switch. You don't get to tap out when it's inconvenient. The world doesn't owe you a soft landing after 30 years of independence. Your daughter deserves leadership, not competition. She doesn't need another woman trying to find herself. She needs a mother who already did. See, that's the problem. Too many women want to rest when it's time to lead, and lead when it's time to rest.